Hello, my friend. It is your Asian Well Guide helping you to walk into 2026 with grace, confidence, and purpose. So, I want to talk to you about something you already know. We have spent the last year, definitely 2 years or more, talking about the foundations of, or talking about aging well. And so I want to say that the foundation's been laid. And let me explain it to you this way. Years before, decades before, I was doing Purple Lessons by Evelyn, I started out in education as a preschool teacher. That's where I started. Just I wanted to do preschool, and that was my beginning. And what I was doing then is also getting continuing my education to move on to elementary school. Now, here's what I noticed when I was doing my student observation period. I discovered I had been a preschool teacher for a couple of years by the time I had gotten to that level of doing student observation and student teaching. Well, what I noticed was everything was the same. Subjects were the same: science, math, language arts, even history. Like everything remained the same. We just added more on to the foundation already laid. So let me give you an example. As a preschooler, of course, teach the kids how to, know their ABCs. And then after they learn their ABCs, by the time they're like the 4-year-old class, we go into the phonics. So they're learning the phonics. They're learning that all of those alphabets actually have a sound. And then when they get a little bit older in elementary school, they're learning about the blends. You can put a couple of those letters together and it has a whole different sound. And then they get a little bit older and they're learning to read. Then they get it out of the picture books and they go into the chapter books. And then they're into like the classic books and the college levels and all the different things. And but when they're spelling and all the other parts of language arts as they are getting older. Same with math. As a preschooler, we teach our kids how to count. And then after from counting, then they're learning the number recognition. Okay, we know 1, 2, 3. Well, this is what 1, 2, 3 looks like. And you also have to learn to write it. And then you get a little bit older in elementary school, you're going to learn how to add and subtract. So they're putting all of the things that they learn and they're building upon what they already know. You can't teach them to add and subtract if they don't even know what a number is. And then as they get a little bit older, like adding and subtraction, she's like first grade, second grade. Then they get a little bit older and they're going to do multiplication and division. Then they're going to get a little bit older. They're going to do algebra and pre-algebra and calculus and all the things. Same with science. Preschoolers, we always have them plant the little grass or bean seeds. Those are always the things that they're always start with. And they're just kind of, oh, look, there's a plant and it grows. Get a little bit older and they're going to learn about the parts of the plants. And then they learn about the ecosystem. They learn about the classifications of all kind of plants and how they're all classified. Same with the animal kingdom. It's the same thing over and over and over. You're just building on what they already know. So let me tell you, that's what we're going to do this year with Purple Lessons by Evelyn. We're going to continue in diving deeper into our aging well foundations that's already laid, it's already been there. And like maybe this is your first time here with me, then I've got all the different episodes that you can go back and review. You can go to my blog post at purplelessonsbyevelyn.com and you can review a lot of the blogs that's already there. But we're going to move forward. So just a recap of some things that we've already talked about over the years is, okay, of course, for aging well, the first thing we think about is our skincare. And when I talk skincare, I don't mean just this or just here to your chest. I'm talking your entire body because as you learned years earlier, that foundation of learning that your skin is your largest organ, we're going to talk about taking care of that largest organ and why. So, we're going to talk more than just face, also the body. We'll dive deeper into the exercises and why, the nutrition, your hydration, your sleep patterns, how you relax. All of those things are so important. And I will put the link to the blog post that talks about this same subject that we're talking about, the foundations, because you can kind of get a little bit of an overview of what we've learned in each of those, like, all the different types of exercises and the different things, steps that we do need to do for our skincare. So go to the blog so you can see more. And then also, I will put here below, because maybe this is your first time with me, or maybe you've been here for a while, but you haven't yet done the skincare quiz or the wellness quiz. Please do that. I mean, this is a great time of year to just start that so you can see where we are and what gaps we might need to fill. Sometimes it's not about restructuring everything that you do. It's really just tightening in what you're already doing and what we already know, and what things may have slipped through the cracks that we want to strengthen and build into our lives. So that's what this year will be all about, building on to what we already know. So we're going to walk into 2026 with grace and confidence and purpose. And maybe you're not feeling that just yet. That's okay. Keep hanging out with me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode. If you haven't joined my email list yet, join that email list so that you never miss into your inbox all the different things that you're going to need to know to age well. And that's what I'm all about, helping you to age well with grace, confidence, and purpose. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.